and welcome to Two Crafty Sheilas. It's Loz here, and I've got Belle here with me as well. And today we're going to do a whip and chat. So we're just going to talk about things we've been up to since our last week or 2 weeks ago, and yeah, just have a general chat about the world and what's been going on with us. So I want to see how you're all going. How's everything going? How are you feeling? Are you having a good day? Are you having a bad day? Let us know down in the comments. We really want to know. We want to use to reach out, and if you want to have a chat, because you can tell we do like talking. And yeah, so things what we're going to work on today. So I have chopped and changed a few of my paintings over the March. I couldn't make up my mind what I wanted to work on, and I've started working on Sweet Tooth by Micah Jelena from Diamond Art Club, and it's a round kit and it is just beautiful. I love bright colours. The last one I was working on was Forest Bright, and it was just too green. I couldn't handle the greens and how boring the colours were. So how are you, Belle? What have you been up to?
So I'm good. This is my new kit. I've been a bit the same, that I've done a couple of kits this month, but this one is called Easter Bunny Basket. Basket. I can't talk today, sorry.
Yeah.
So this one's a bit of a big one. It's a 86 by 51 centimetre, and it's from Diamond Art Club. I got this from a D-stash, so I'm fairly certain it's actually no longer made, but I'll put the item information in the description below just in case. The other thing I've got is my pen. Let's show you the beautiful pen. Oh. This was one that I unboxed recently from KJ's Artistic Treasures. Just beautiful. So cute. But I've put my new, what are they, Everlasting Tips. I've decided I'm going to use them in this pen today. So I've actually got to load it up. And when I've gone to put the tips in, I've realised they're a little bit loose. So I thought I'm going to do that with you.
Oh, righto. So
and the other bit is I've got a new Bella tray. Well, it's not new. It's new to me. It's one of her, I got one from a D-stash.
Oh, I like that. That's a nice colour. Nice.
And I see you've got your Fantasy Sparkles tray, Loz.
I do. I love these Fantasy Sparkles. But what I've noticed is that they're not the best with round drills. So even though it's lined up beautifully just by shaking it down, it still ends up with a few clumps in them, and I get a little bit frustrated with the rounds. But it works beautifully with squares.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so while Loz is starting, I thought I'd just show you. I had a roll of washi tape, and I've just cut a small little bit off, and I'm just going to put it around the base of the tip just to thicken it up a little bit, and hopefully that's going to stay in my pen now.
Yeah, I've noticed some of them I've had to do that with too.
I mean, it's not hard. It's just frustrating and time consuming. This is eating into my diamond painting time.
You might have to try the new screw-in ones that Diamond Art Club have brought out, but I know you have to use their pens, I think.
I believe so. Yeah. And I loved my hand-turned pens.
Yeah.
But there you go. It's already in, nice and tight, not falling out.
Nice. Oh, that's good. So have you used this pen yet?
I did with the plastic tips.
Yeah. Okay.
But I thought I'd load it up with my Everlasting ones and use them.
I really like these metal places now. I'm really hooked on it. I've got the single placer and the 4-placer from Diamond Art Club, and I've just ordered the 7-placer. So hopefully that won't be too long. I actually got a restock this week. I haven't bought a diamond painting for so long. And Freya by Chris the Bug came back in stock, and I'm like, yep, I need it. I went up to my hubby and I'm
So
like, how
pretty.
much do you love me? How much? And I'm like, well, depending on how much you love me, depends on how many things you let me buy. Considering it was my birthday last week. So, yeah, I got one diamond painting, and which I cannot wait to unbox for you guys when it arrives.
Nice.
Yeah. So what else has been happening? So since we
This
last
is a
talked,
cute little image.
hey,
How's this go? This way.
oh,
No, this way.
what is it? I can't see it. Oh, yeah.
That's my little image that I'm working on today.
So cute. I love that bunny one. Good timing for Easter too.
Yeah, I was going through my stash and I forgot I had it.
Oh.
So about 5 days before Easter, I went, I need to start this kit. There was no way I was going to finish an 86 by 51 before Easter.
Ooh, I didn't know it was that big.
Yeah.
Oh, nice details.
And it is a square.
Yeah. Oh, lovely. So since we last chatted, I've had a massive few weeks. I took my daughter up to see Pink in concert in Townsville, which was just absolutely epic. It was one of the best concerts I've ever been to. They had Tones and I. She was a support act. She's a local Australian singer-songwriter, and gosh, she just rocked out. It felt like we were there to see her. Like the whole stadium was packed for her, and it just was amazing. And my daughter is like, she's downloaded all the songs onto our Apple Music, and we just have been singing them and just loving them. And she did a cover of a Rihanna song, Diamonds. Ooh. And she got us all to put our torches up. It was like dark, and it was literally like I've got goosebumps just thinking about it. Everybody in the stadium had them up, and she was just, she started crying in the middle of her set because she's like, this is the best I've ever seen. And of course we were the last concert for their tour. And she was so emotional, and she's like, why are you cheering for me? You're meant to be here for Pink. And we're like, no, this is amazing. We
always love to support our homegrown, don't we?
Oh, and she was perfect. And she sung one of her new songs she's releasing, and I think it's called I Get High. And I'm just like so addicted to it at the moment. I'm trying to listen to it over and over so I learn the words.
Was that a pun?
Yeah, and yeah, so that was an amazing time we had. And then Pink came out, and she was, oh, what a performer she is. She just had the whole crowd, and we sung our hearts out, and my daughter and I both were a bit horsey the next day.
So worth it though.
But she did a song. I think it was not by Blondie. It's called What's Up? You know that song, What's Going On? You know that one?
Oh yeah.
You ever heard that song? Yeah, she did a copy of that, and she's like, oh, I got arrested when she was 14, and because she was singing this song in public, and she's like, now I want to do it in public again, but I want all of you to sing with her. And it was just, I can't explain. Yeah, she was amazing. So we traveled back home 4 hours on the Sunday after the concert, and then I had a day at home, and then my husband and I flew down to Brisbane for a couple of nights away from the kids, which was heaven. You know how nice it is just to go away without the kids. Like, this was our first time ever that it's been longer than one night. And we went, it was my birthday on Wednesday, and we went and saw Beauty and the Beast, the musical. So
how good was it?
I was very spoilt that week. We went shopping, I went to concerts, I went to a musical, and and then I had to come back to reality and go back to work to pay for it all.
I know, the holiday always ends, right?
Oh, and my boss said to me, she's like, you're not allowed any more leave now for the year. I've used up my leave. Which I don't mind, but it was, I feel like I'm still on a bit of cloud nine from it all.
So
And
you
then,
should.
yeah, and then I saw a Facebook post from Tones and I. She's like, oh, after this tour I did with Ping, she's going to announce her own, where she's going to tour around Australia, and she's like, where should I go? And I think there was like 3,000 posts or comments on that post, and majority of them were Townsville. And I'm like, I would travel to Townsville again to see her. She was that amazing.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, it was just truly epic. So what have you been up to?
Work.
Yeah.
After starting that new job earlier this year, I don't have annual leave.
Yeah. Not built up yet.
No. But that's okay. So instead, we're coming up on flu season. So they're getting me jabbing just about everyone.
That's awesome.
Like I've been jabbing people for what, 3 or 4 weeks?
Yeah.
I think I'm up to 54 already.
That's awesome. I love that you're counting them.
I did my record the other day. On Wednesday, I did 14.
Wow. That's awesome.
One of the other colleagues at work, he did it, I think 4 others. Like it was a huge day.
Yeah. That's huge. Have you had any kids yet?
No. The kids' stock hasn't arrived yet. But we've sort of said we're not keen to anyway.
No, fair enough.
I'm scared to have kids.
I think it would be a good, it is the doctor sort of a thing, isn't it? Just in case. Yeah.
Look, nurses, I give you full props. You're fully trained in how to jab in muscles and veins and all the rest of it and arteries. We're not.
Yeah.
So my scare is, what if they move?
Oh, they do, yeah.
And that's what I don't want to do.
Yeah. No, that's where your prompting and thing of the parent comes in handy to hold them down properly.
That's definitely what they were teaching us as well.
Yeah.
And the hold to tell people to do.
Yeah.
But I also know that there will be plenty of parents like my husband who last time that he had to hold my son, really held him loosely, and then my son threw his arms around.
Oh, no.
So the poor colleague that I work with, she actually agreed to give my son his flu vax last year.
Yeah.
Even though we don't usually do kids. But because it's mine, she agreed. And he was holding my son down.
Yeah.
Didn't hold him very well. So my son actually pulled back and ended up having to get jabbed twice.
Oh, no.
Which upset my colleague. Obviously upset my son.
Yeah.
So I don't want to do kids.
Nah, fair enough. Yeah. Give it to the adults. They deserve it sometimes.
I guess.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
I had a bit of a rude customer the other day. I was very tempted to stab a bit harder.
Oh, yeah. Oops, it slipped.
Oh, you look like you were tensing. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I like when you tell them that you're tensing a bit. They're like, am I? I'm like, I can just move it around a bit more to make it hurt a bit more. Oh, dear.
No.
Oh, how exciting, though.
Oh, yeah.
And you enjoying it?
Easter. Oh, enjoying it. Yes and no.
Yes and no.
I've enjoyed the fact that a lot of the people I've jabbed have actually said they don't feel me.
That's good.
So I seem to have a good technique.
Yeah.
And that's nice to know that I'm not hurting people and, I'm encouraging people to get vaccinations.
Yeah.
I've been booking a few people in for their Shingrix vaccine, so the shingles vaccination.
You get to do that one
You know,
too.
so having that access is really good.
Yeah, definitely.
But then on the flip side, it's like I still hate needles.
Yeah.
But no, it's fun.
Yeah, that's cool. That's great.
And how was your Easter?
Oh,
What did you
very
do?
quiet. Very, very quiet. Yeah, we just because we got back from Brisbane on Good Friday,
Oh, yeah.
and so we were sort of catching up with the kids and wanting to rest a bit. But the
Fair
Easter
enough.
Bunny did come.
Oh, good.
Yeah, my husband went out to a barbecue, sort of with all these workmates out at one of the big dams near us here, and we kind of sort of tagged along for a little bit, which was nice. And the kids were sort of overwhelmed with how big that dam was. But yeah, no, it was really quiet. Like, we didn't do an Easter egg hunt, didn't do anything like that. The Easter Bunny was great, came really prepared and had them all
Awesome.
up in little individual boxes, which I've been enjoying.
Yes.
So, and there's still some in the fridge, so I'm really quite surprised they've lasted that long.
Well done.
Yeah, it was nice to have an extra few days off and get ready for the working week. And how was your Easter?
Yeah, my son's starting to get that fun age.
Yeah.
So he's actually turning 4 on Monday.
Oh,
So by the time this video goes out, it'll be after his birthday.
Yeah.
But no, he'll be 4. So, you know, my kid, the way that he is, I can never get it right. So last year, the Easter Bunny did an Easter egg hunt.
Yeah.
And we really weren't sure, being 3, whether he was going to be interested or not. He was not.
No.
It was the hardest thing I've ever done, is to try and help him find all the eggs so that we could get it over and done with.
Yep.
This year, I went, well, he's not really that keen. So the Easter Bunny didn't hide his eggs.
Oh.
So he comes upstairs in the morning, saw all the Easter eggs. He was so excited. And the first thing's out of his mouth, though, like you could see his excitement. And the first thing he says is he turns around and says, Mummy, when is the Easter Bunny coming back to hide my eggs?
Oh. So he did remember it.
Mm-hmm. So I had to say, sorry, darling, the Easter Bunny has moved on to delivering other houses.
Yeah, that's what my son said, the same thing on Saturday night when we were talking about the Easter Bunny coming, and he's like, oh, that means we get to do an Easter hunt. I'm like, oh, I'm not sure. I think the Easter Bunny put something out saying that he can't do hunts this year because of the weather, because it was a little bit rainy and humid up here. So he was all right with that. It's funny how what you have to do as parents.
I know exactly what you mean. It is so hot and humid today.
Oh, yeah, we're raining. We've had
Same.
They've had about 140 mils just up the road from me. But I think we've only had about 50 or 60. So, but yeah, it's nice to get some
still
late,
a fair bit, though.
early autumn winter or early autumn rain.
Yeah, I don't know what, I'm assuming your wet season's like ours.
Yeah.
It's pretty well dry from now out.
Usually, yeah. This is really odd for us to be getting this amount of rain now. Usually we are starting to cool down in the mornings, but it's still humid. Like we've still had the aircon on at night, and that's a bit strange. But hopefully this might be the last of it. And I just want to hang my clothes on the clothesline. Put some sun on the clothes.
Yeah, I feel you. It's not pleasant at the moment. I'm just dying right now.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Bring
I
on
don't know how much rain we've had, though. I should check. I don't even know how much rain we've had.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, because you'd be getting a bit too. I think that trough system was just a bit further south than Mackay, I think.
I think so.
Yeah. Oh, nice. So have you got anything exciting coming up?
Oh, well, we got my son's birthday on Monday.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's just more work.
Yeah.
It's that time of the year for us. Like everyone gets sick.
Oh, yeah.
Healthcare just ramps up.
Yeah. I was expecting to come home sick from Brisbane because I had all
Yeah,
these
I'm surprised
people
you
around
didn't.
us at the airport were like coughing and sneezing. I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting sick. But I seem to be okay. My daughter is sick though. She's got a bit of hay fever. Poor darling.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not the school illness?
No, not school since it's school holidays, but she's still been around all the kids for vacation care this week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no. She just, I don't know, something to do with the weather. Her hay fever's getting a lot worse. She just like scoffs down the Clarentine. Poor darling.
And the rain won't be helping with that.
No, and just mowed the grass yesterday, so that's a bit lingering. But I know I could talk about. I've ordered a new car, which I'm very excited.
Did you?
I did. I went and test drove it yesterday, and a Hyundai Kona. It is so nice. Oh, I was looking at the hybrid version, but it just wasn't really feasible from how far I have to sort of drive to and from work and stuff. So I went with the petrol, but man, it was so nice to drive it yesterday. I was like, it was raining too, so it was sort of good to see how it handled in the rain.
Yeah, true.
The kids were comfy, and hopefully I'm going to lease it through my work, so I can.
Nice. Tax break.
Hopefully, yeah, they've got it in stock too, so
hopefully,
within a week or two, I might be able to have it. Go for test drive. Around. Yeah.
We're looking at upgrading my car.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we bought my last car, I think it was 3 or 4 weeks before I fell pregnant.
Oh, no.
And it was a little sedan. That is not a kid car.
No.
But we were the same. We had it on lease.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So our RemServe lease, it runs out in May. So we're going to upgrade.
Nice. Yeah, look at the Hyundais. They are.
We were looking at that. We were looking at probably the Tucson.
Oh, yes, yeah. We were going to test drive that one too, but I wanted them. I was very keen on the Kona.
Yeah, they do look nice though.
We have a Santa Fe now, like an older one.
Oh, yeah.
And that's beautiful. That's so nice to drive. And I'm like, we were looking at all the other brands, but Hyundai just sort of stuck with us. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. And they give some good discounts. Hyundai does when you lease.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, I got an extra $2,000 discount. So I'm like,
nice,
even better.
Nice. We were umming and ahhing between the VW. Oh, what are they?
Oh, Tiguan or?
Yeah, Tiguan.
T-Cross? Tiguan, yep.
No, I don't need the 4-wheel drive.
No, yeah.
So the Tiguan was enough. We were looking at that because that's probably closer to my current car.
Yeah.
As far as like features and things.
Yeah.
But I have to say, I still like that Tucson. It had turbo.
Yeah, it does.
And I love my turbo.
Yeah, you could choose between their the 2 engines, because I had that option too, but I didn't go with the turbo. I went with the 2-litre. So, yeah, no.
Yeah, because this will be my first, I'm going to say, big car.
Yeah.
I wanted something that's closer to my sedan.
Yeah. So I'm going a bit smaller. It kind of feels the same because of these older shape Santa Fe's. They kind of feel the same, but yeah. Oh, keep me posted what you're looking at. I love getting new cars. I haven't had a brand new car for maybe 16 or 15 years.
Oh, wow.
We've always gone second hand. So I'm
Yep.
very excited about this.
That is very exciting.
Mm.
I've never bought a brand new car. I've always got
Yeah.
ex demo.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So it's like a new car, but they've at least worked out some of the kinks.
That's right, yeah.
Mm.
But
The
they
only
haven't done
exception is my last one.
Yeah.
I bought it and I was the only one who test drove it. So it had done like 50K. So that was almost brand new.
Yeah.
But no, it was good.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. So
So we'll definitely update you when I find out more. Oh, sorry.
yeah, I'll be the
But
same.
yes.
I'll let you know when I get mine.
Yes.
Oh,
Have you picked a
very
colour or
nice.
anything yet?
I have. I'm getting this. It's called Cyber Grey, and
Oh, nice.
it's really nice. They had one of them in the showroom when we were there, and it only comes on this particular type of Kona.
Oh,
And
nice.
yeah, I test drove the green. It's like a really pale sage green in a way. But
Okay.
it was so nice. And I'm like, well, I want quotes for 2 of them. And depending on what it came back as was which car I was going to go with. And it was only like an extra $5 or $10 if I went the higher version. So
Wow.
I'm like, well, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I
Very
ended up with the
nice.
grey. Yeah, it just looks so beautiful.
I like the greys in the cars.
Yeah, it's really a different sort of a grey. It's quite matte, a matte finish.
Okay.
So yeah, kind of looks white, but then it's like a steel grey. Yeah.
So it's a really light grey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
trying to think,
nice.
is there like a DMC that probably this one.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to even see. Yeah, it's not dark. It's
Yeah.
light. I'll get my point
I have
across.
no idea what the shade of my current car is, but I always call it a gunmetal grey.
Oh yes, yep.
And I really like that. It's light enough that it doesn't show up all the dust, but it's not white.
Yeah. Not white, yeah. Nice.
Yes.
So have you got any plans going forward for your diamond painting? Any kits that you're gonna work on? I know
Well,
I've only got Freya coming. That's the only new one I've got. And
yeah, I've made a purchase from Paint Jam.
oh, nice. I've been wanting to do
Decided I
that.
wanted to try them out, and they had a deal that you could get 3 for the price of 2 kits. And what
Oh
was even
wow.
better is 2 kits made free shipping to Australia.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I kind of bought 3.
Yeah.
I finally got notification this morning from Australia Post that it's finally been processed and it's on its way. It's
Oh,
just
so you'll
leaving
have it.
Brisbane today.
You'll get it early next week then.
And they've said on there Monday to Wednesday.
Wow. That is good.
So I'm getting very excited.
Yeah. Are you going to work on them straight away, or is it you're just going to sort of go in between things? And
It's one of those things, like every other person out there, we have a stash.
Yeah.
And I feel like I need to work through my stash.
Yeah.
But I am really enjoying small kits.
Yeah.
So I was debating whether maybe I'll use them for some of our whip and chats and things. So at least I'm
Good
still doing
idea.
small ones on occasion.
Yeah. Yeah, good idea. I'm tempted. I'm loving some of the new releases that Dreamer Designs have got, but they're all out of stock. So I think I've put in the email notification for almost every new release they've put out. I'm like, I'm just dying for it. I love that dragon. I can't even remember the names of them, and they're just so beautiful. And I had 2 in my cart to buy, but I'm like, I don't really need these. When they had the sale on, I'm like, oh, My like, they were
I
always comfy.
really, I really love their landscapes.
Oh, they're gorgeous, aren't they?
They've got some of my favourite artists.
Mm. I'm not really
So
a landscape person. I don't know what it is. I'm just not drawn. I think it must be the confetti.
yes,
It must
whereas that's
scare
what
me.
draws me.
Yes. This one's had a fair bit of confetti for my liking.
I would expect so.
Yeah. But luckily all this beautiful white, these are 2 colours in her face. But luckily,
Is it
I've
true?
got that sort of stuff to go through. But I'm already thinking of my next kit, and like you were saying before, I want to I'm still trying to get through my stash, and this was a 2022 kit, and I think I want to do Cat and Fairy.
Oh,
And
that's
it's
a pretty one.
all blacks pretty much.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, should I do it? It's a big kit. It's probably like 70 by 90-ish. But it's a square, and I feel like I need to hit a square. So, I don't
Do
know.
you
I'll probably
know,
show some.
that might
Yeah.
be the incentive to get you to finish the, what's that other one? The
Oh,
Sprite.
Forest Sprite. Yeah, going all dark and then get me into a lighter kit. That's good. $14.99. I might do
I have
that.
moments.
You're worth something.
Or am I just enabling?
Yeah. See, I did warn you when I first started that I'm an enabler, but I think you've overtaken me.
I think we're as bad as each other, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, no.
Oh, exciting.
How long have we been going for? Oh, 32
Oh,
minutes.
32.
I don't
I feel like
know
it's
if we
pretty good
got too much more to talk about, do we?
Oh, the only one I was going to say, because you had 2 concerts. Well, a concert and a stage show.
Yeah.
I went to a stage show recently.
Oh, did you?
I did. Look, I didn't bother telling you heaps about it because it wasn't anywhere near as big as yours.
Still good enough.
But we went to a local production of Grease.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
that
great.
music, so good.
Yeah. Oh, how
Um,
lovely.
Yeah, so
Was
my
that at
old job.
Pilbeam Theatre?
Yeah, Pilbeam.
Yeah.
My old job, one of the guys I worked with, he loves doing stage production.
Yeah.
So he ended up being cast as Danny.
Oh,
I have to say, after knowing him, he's not a Danny.
He's not a Danny.
He doesn't have that bad boy sex appeal, I'll be completely honest. But he does have a lovely voice. So it was still nice to see. Yeah.
I felt that way about the Beast, for Beauty and the Beast. Like, he had an amazing singing voice, absolutely amazing. But when he was talking, it wasn't deep enough for me. You know, you're expecting the Beast to be really like deep and scary, but he wasn't. He just seemed so lovely. But he's so beautiful.
And he just changes it, right?
Yeah, it does. But Belle, she was spot on. That was perfectly cast. She was amazing. And even Gaston, gosh, he was great too. But yeah, what got me is the costumes. I know I'm sorry I'm taking over yours from Greece.
No, fine.
But the costumes, Mrs. Potts and Lumiere, Mrs. Potts was in the most gorgeous white and pink gown, but she was positioned like a teapot. So she had one hand on her hip and the other hand was out like the spout. And she didn't leave that position. So I'm thinking, how is she keeping her arm up that whole time? It's got to be bracing. There's got to be something in it. This is my mind during the show. You know, I'm not concentrating on the show. I'm concentrating on her. And same with Lumiere.
I mean, that makes it so magical.
Yeah. And then Lumiere had like the candles attached to the ends of his hands. So he was holding them up all the time, and he'd obviously press a button and the fire would come out, and it was amazing. But I kept thinking of their arms must be really hurting.
Lots of practice, I'd say.
I'd say so, but man, I just like feel that lactic acid burn in the arms.
Absolutely. The only major stage show I've been to ever is I did Harry Potter and the Cursed Child.
Oh, I would have loved to see that.
I was pregnant with my son and we went down to Melbourne. My husband's going down for a work conference thing.
Yeah.
But I went alone.
Oh, did you?
I did. I was so proud of myself.
Yeah.
But I went alone, and because the Cursed Child is so long, it's actually part 1 and part 2.
Oh.
So I did part 1 in the afternoon. I had about 2.5 hours in between, had some dinner, had a bit of a breather.
Yeah.
And then went back and did part 2 that night.
Wow. That's amazing.
It's a long production, but so good.
Yeah.
And if you've never seen it,
no,
it is worth the money. Like, it's expensive to go, especially for 2 parts. It is so worth it. It is the most amazing production I have ever seen. Considering they've got no special effects like they do in movies, they were pulling stuff off and you would think it was magic.
Wow.
It was phenomenal. I'm not going to give away anything. It is something you have to see. But just amazing.
I'm hoping they'll come to Brisbane. Because I think they're still in Melbourne, aren't they? Or they haven't.
No, they're closed now.
They're closed now, have they? Yeah. I was hoping they might come up to Brisbane one day. I know Wicked's coming back to Brisbane.
Yes.
But I haven't seen that one. I've seen Mary Poppins.
I've done a local production of Wicked.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I haven't seen any of it. I thought, it might be nice. But I know they're doing a movie, so I might see the movie first.
Maybe see the movie second.
yeah, probably.
Although even in Wicked, they do the special effects as well.
Righto. Okay.
So, like local production, Pearl Beam, as you know.
Yeah.
They still managed to do where I can't even remember if it was Glinda or one of the other witches. Was actually at the top, at the back of the theatre, and actually was on a wire and flew over the whole audience.
Oh, how amazing!
So they do some effects, but I think a movie would just have far more effects.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, there's a good reason for me to go down to Brisbane next year. I think they're coming in February next year, and I'm like, right, I can say.
Oh, is it Feb?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
We might have to go down together, eh?
That'd be nice. It would actually be nice to meet you in person.
I know. I think we'd be so different to what we're expecting, though. But then, like I said, it just feels like we've known each other for years. Well, it has been. It's been over a year now, but.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
But it does. It feels natural.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though every mental part of me thinks it's not natural.
No. It's just funny how we're like, no way, I'm the same. No way, I'm the same.
Yeah. Very good. Have you got anything coming up?
No. Got some interesting things happening with work. Yes, I don't have any leave. So I've warned the kids that I can't be sick, can't do anything. I have to work. But no, they haven't offered me. They've encouraged me to apply for a position which would greatly increase my skills and increase my pay. And it'll change. It'll be like a team leader role for North Queensland. So all the assessors in North Queensland. So I've applied for it. I have to do a special video interview today, and so that's what I've got
Good
coming
luck.
up. So I'll probably be flat out trying to learn all this new role and stuff. But I've been
So
recommended
encouraging
for
when
it.
they ask you to apply.
Yes, yeah. Well, the position's been out for a while, and they wanted a clinician for the role, so obviously no one wanted it. But so they're like, oh well, you do it. Why not?
Nice.
No, I don't mind. My boss was like, think about it over the weekend and then see what you think. I applied that night. So, she's like, that was a bit quick. I'm like, well, I don't hang around. I don't waste time. If I want something, I'll do it.
But it's also like you can't talk yourself out of it then.
No, exactly. And that's what I think. And that's, I think, how I go through life. You know, make the decision straight up. Then you can regret it later, or you can just live with it. You know, you made the decision and that's it. So,
but I also sort of believe you shouldn't regret a decision.
No.
You made the best decision at the time with the information you had.
Exactly. And I think it happens for a reason. And I think if my boss, who I hold, she is just amazing. I've learnt so much from her. She's like a mentor. She's offered to mentor me, and even another manager has offered to mentor me in this new position. And if for her to say, I think you would suit this, it kind of thinks, well, she knows me. She knows my skills, and if she thinks I can do it, well, then I must be able to do it. So
but that's awesome.
Yeah, so that's happening for me, and what I've got to look forward to. May not get as much time to record videos with you.
We will make it work.
We'll make it work. Yeah.
It's sort of going to be one of those things that even if you take that job, you'll need downtime.
Yeah. I'll need diamond paint.
Exactly. We just need to find the time to make it work.
Yeah. Get the kids to bed early. Just knock them out with Finurgan. I'll get some Finurgan off you and we can knock them out. I know someone that's in with the drugs. The medication. I won't say drugs, I'll say medication. Oh, we're going to get cancelled. Oh, my God. Sorry, everyone. I have a kind of a nurse sense of humour.
I think that's a health sense of humour.
It is, isn't it?
We do the same. It's fine.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, we probably should end on that.
Very happy note.
Still around. Yeah. All right. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, a wonderful week. If you want to let us know what you're up to this week or what you've been up to, we'd love to know. Please like the video. It does help us. And please subscribe as well. We'd love to. We're slowly gaining a few subscribers, and we'd love to have some more. We'd love to see you join us and let us know how you're going. So have a great week, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.